welcome. I'm Anthrax. Today, our news team has a special episode completely devoted to the infectious disease, anthrax. We start off in the field today with a group of supporters outside of Scotland State's courthouse, the Band Barn. The Supreme Court in our state is making its final decision on whether anthrax should be considered an infectious disease. A group of supporters have gathered in front of the courthouse in support of the decision. Ron, what's it like out there?
Hello, Anne. I'm out here in the field looking at these supporters. They are called the Anthrax Gang.
I believe in Bacillus. I believe in Bacillus Anthracis. I believe in Bacillus Anthracis.
We, the Anthrax Gang, are gathered here today in support of anthrax. We don't believe that anthrax can be infectious because of how vital it is for the devotion of groups like ourselves! Anthrax has been brought to the court here today to be considered by our state Supreme Court about whether or not it can be considered a disease that is infectious.
We now have a face-to-face interview with a scientific expert on anthrax, on whether anthrax is positive or negative when it comes to gram staining.
Yes, well, from my understanding of anthrax and how it looks under a microscope, it can be considered gram-positive, so it appears purple under a microscope.
Well, there you have it, folks. Today, I went into the field to do some face-to-face interviews on how much civilians actually know about anthrax.
Hello, I'm Anthrax, here reporting live to ask some people outside of our studio audience what they know about this disease. What is it that you are holding?
I literally do not know.
Wow, you're dumb. A new worm species? Wrong. How about you turn around the photo to show us what it is? Anthrax? Oh wow, it's anthrax! Who knew?
Anthrax?
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions. You consider yourself a healthy person, correct? Would you say that you are a healthy person?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretend you get what looks like a bug bite. After a few days, it resolves itself and becomes just a small black dot where the bug bite once was. Do you go to the hospital?
No.
Wow, you're dumb. Do you go to the hospital?
No.
Wow, you're dumb. You have cutaneous anthrax. You're dead. Do you usually go to the doctor if you are throwing up, have a headache and a slight fever?
No, it's a cold. No.
Wrong! You have gastrointestinal anthrax. And you are... Exactly. Would you go to the doctor if you were puking up blood?
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner, folks. She has inhalation anthrax. He is not dead, except for the slight 8% chance that he is dead. But that's beside the point. Have you heard of anthrax before? Not at all. Dumb. Have you heard of anthrax before?
No.
Wow. We've got a dumb one, folks. Do you know how this disease is transmitted?
Sex. Probably through the air.
You're kind of right.
Now we'll throw it over to our traffic report.
Everyone and their dog is heading over to their local hospital to receive antibiotics to rid themselves of anthrax, the vaccine that is available and is known to have a 93% approval rating. It usually is not available to the public, but due to the severity of the disease, doctors have stocked up on this vaccine. Aluminum hydroxide is included in the vaccine as a regimen to increase the amount of antibodies that the body makes in response to the vaccination. Anthrax occurs in animals, most commonly in agricultural regions including Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Central and South America, Southern and Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. So basically the world. I would avoid these areas if you don't want to run into traffic.
We have a short amount of time left until we hear the big announcement. That should be just enough time to hear our weather report.
Today, we should have a high temperature of 42.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Slightly foggy for most of the day. Also, in today's history, we saw the biggest anthrax threat to date. In 2001, anthrax spores were being sent in America's mail, exposing thousands of Americans to anthrax. Another outbreak happened in 1979 in the USSR. The 1900s marked the first use of anthrax as a weapon throughout the world. We are fortunate that vaccines are available today. Back to you, Anne.
Breaking news! The Supreme Court has a decision. Let's watch live.
Anthrax.
Considered an infectious disease. Well, there you have it, folks. Straight from the source. That is our news today, folks. I'm Anthrax. See you next time.
Alright, keep it rolling. Zoom in on Chelsea's thinking face.
What is your name?
Slade McAfee. Not Slade McAfee.
Okay, perfect. Have you heard of anthrax before?
No.
Wow. We've got a dumb one, folks.
It usually. Okay, hang on, redo.
You're dead.
I don't know what to say. Guess I should have gone to the doctor.
Hi, Cisco.
3, 2, 1, go.
I believe.
Anthrax has been brought to the court here. Shut up.
No, just keep going.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't have room.
It depends if the fever's really high.
Yes or no?
Wait, were you actually recording? No, she's making bloopers.